Everyone is watching the silver price. That's the mistake. Because while traders argue over charts and red candles, the real decision is being made somewhere else, in laboratories, factories, and procurement offices. And one of those decisions just changed the future of silver forever. Last week, Samsung SDI quietly confirmed specifications for its next-generation solid-state battery production line. Most headlines focused on the obvious: longer range, faster charging, safer batteries. But buried inside the technical details is something far more important. Something almost nobody is talking about. This battery doesn't just run on lithium. It runs on silver, not as decoration, not as wiring, but as an active material inside the battery itself. That single shift changes everything. The problem. Every battery has for decades, the world has relied on lithium-ion batteries. Phones, laptops, electric cars, all the same basic chemistry. And they all share the same weakness: dendrites. When lithium batteries charge too fast or age over time, microscopic spikes form inside the cell. Those spikes grow, puncture internal barriers, and eventually cause short circuits. That's why EVs charge slowly. That's why batteries degrade. That's why fires happen. The holy grail has always been the solid-state battery. No liquid electrolyte, no fire risk, instant charging. Every major automaker promised it. Almost all of them failed. Until now. Why silver changes the game. Samsung researchers discovered something critical. When lithium ions are deposited on a silver-carbon nanocomposite layer, they spread evenly instead of forming spikes. Silver acts like a host, absorbing, distributing, stabilizing lithium at the atomic level. No dendrites, no runaway reactions, no fire risk. This isn't marketing. It's published science, and it works. But there's a catch. To make this battery function, silver isn't optional. It's essential, and not in microscopic amounts. In grams. Why? This breaks the supply chain. Right now, a normal car uses around 15-20 grams of silver. An electric car uses 30-50 grams. That demand already strains global supply. But solid-state batteries don't use silver in switches. They use it across the battery's internal structure. Early estimates suggest 50 to 200 grams per vehicle, potentially much more for large battery packs. Now scale that. Even if just 10% of new EVs adopt this technology, silver demand jumps by tens of millions of ounces per year. At higher adoption levels, it becomes hundreds of millions. Global silver mining produces roughly 830 million ounces annually, and that number has barely grown in years. There is no spare capacity waiting in the ground. This isn't a shortage you fix with better logistics. It's a physical limit. Why price doesn't fix this? Normally, higher prices bring more supply. Silver doesn't work that way. Most silver is mined as a byproduct of other metals. You can't just turn on silver production. New mines take 10 to 15 years to reach production. Ore grades are falling. Political risk is rising. At the exact moment, demand becomes structural. Supply becomes rigid. That's a dangerous combination. The recycling myth. Some say recycling will save us. It won't. Silver is used in tiny amounts across billions of devices. Recovering it costs more than the metal itself. Even in batteries, recycling happens decades later, not when demand spikes. Silver put into a battery today is removed from circulation for a generation. What industry will do next? Auto manufacturers don't care about silver as an investment. They care about supply certainty. If silver prices rise, they can't simply absorb the cost forever. Margins collapse. So they will do what industry always does in shortages. Lock long-term contracts, buy stakes in mines, pressure governments, classify silver as strategic. At that point, silver stops behaving like a precious metal. It behaves like oil. Why most people will miss this: markets react to charts. Industries react to physics. Wall Street models are backward-looking. Chemistry doesn't care. By the time analysts adjust forecasts, factories are already built, and contracts are already signed. That's how supply shocks begin. Quietly, technically, inevitably. The real story. This isn't about hype. It's not about one company. It's about a metal quietly shifting roles. From decoration, to conductor, to foundation, silver is moving from optional to unavoidable. And when that happens, price doesn't lead. Reality does. The market is watching silver like a trade. Samsung is treating it like infrastructure. And history is very clear about which side usually wins.